He makes the right call.
A pair of sixes. That's good. You had the ace of spades in. Yep. Good in. When you said that's, I have ace four spades, that was tricky.
I thought it might be a little tricky.
Yeah.
Well, the fish swims away with a $105,000 pot.
Yeah, that's a tip.
Tip to all you poker players out there as well.
Daniel Negreanu cannot force Phil Laak to fold, and with that win of over 100K, the Unabomber takes down the second biggest pot at this table.
I was easily 40% to fold. I kept getting up to 40 thing.
Should have bet 31-8.
Welcome back to Las Vegas, Nevada, home of the big game. We have played 46 of the 150 hands for this table, and after that big score, Phil Laak is up almost 70 grand. Daniel is now in a hole, and the loose cannon, Ernest Wiggins, is still trying to recover from his early deficit. Remember, the loose cannon only gets to keep whatever he turns into a profit. Tony G straddling this hand, so the action starts with Phil Hellmuth, who folds. Ace-10 for the loose cannon.
If Ernest wants to get into the black, he's got to start raising with hands like this. Instead, he just calls.
King-Jack offsuit for Daniel Negreanu. Comes over the top, a raise to 3,500. Wow. Doyle folds. Phil Laak follows suit. So does Tony G.
Are you serious, man?
It's me and you again, looks like.
Nah, it seems like it's always me and you, man.
It's not a coincidence.
Jesus, boy, I'm so strong, man. I tell you what, man. I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna respect your poker skills this one time while I'm at this table. Yeah,
You can gamble, it's all good. I don't mind, you don't have to respect me.
Well, you know, I will gamble with you, man, but you making it so you don't want me to gamble with you, man.
No, that's not that expensive.
You jumping out the window with these bets, man. I only got about 800, 35. Make it 15 or something. Entice me to call,
That's
man.
an enticement. You look at all that pretty money you got over there.
Nah, this double up money, because E double. I tell you what, I'm a fold, man. I'm a fold because of my kicker. It's only because of my kicker. Go ahead.
E-Dub lays down the best hand.
You're a hard man to trap.
Man. You know, man.
Hard man to trap, easy man to push around.
This don't smell right, man.
Look at that, Daniel. I looked over to see if he was straddling.
No straddle this time, boys.
He's putting the straddle restriction
The people that want the game bigger straddle, and the people that don't.
But aren't you worth more than everybody at the table combined? Sure. And you still want to knit it up?
I doubt that.
What? Tony G's worth like 187,000. Is that what you got in front of you?
I got some at home too. 20 grand at home.
Tony's got deck of millions.
Action folds around to the Hall of Famer, who folds as well.
Oh my Lord! Look at this.
I might get a walk.
No walk.
I gotta raise it.
There's a raise by Tony G to 1,400.
Phil knows Tony G's likely to raise with any two.
And so Phil makes the call.
You want to have something out there worth attacking, right? That's the idea.
It'd be boring if we just see the flop.
10-9-6, Laak hits bottom pair.
I check.
Goes check, check. King of hearts on the turn.
Action card, both players now have top pair. Phil Laak has two pair.
And he checks over to Tony G, who bets 1,500.
That looks like my card.
Tony G telling the truth for once, only Laak's got him crushed.
You got something. You qualify?
I called.
Yes, you did. Deuce of diamonds on the river.
That's a safe card.
Phil agrees he's going to let Tony bet into him.
Tony G makes it 5,000.
Phil may be contemplating a raise. Decides it's not worth it, makes the call.
And he shows Tony the bad news.
King's End.
Too good.
Laak played that pretty cautiously, letting Tony G do the work for him.
Yep. Easy game.
Laak scoops up a pot worth more than 16 grand.
Wow. How did that pot stay so small?
Well, because there were 22 hands that were better than mine.
Actually, it's only 9.
I'm a nit after all.
Makes sense.
In the end, I'm a nit, you know? But I'm going to raise, and then what do I do when he re-raises? I can only get value on calls. Then I have to...
And I made a big bet anyway, so...
Another nice hand for the loose cannon.
He's going to want to start raising some of these nice hands, and he limps again.
And Daniel comes over the top again to 1,600.
So you said you wanted like 15 or 16, so.
Exactly.
With this raise, Daniel's attempting to isolate the cannon.
Doyle calls.
I don't know, sometimes I do that.
Phil folds. Tony G's in. And the other Phil folds.
16, huh?
Any chance Ernest repops?
No.
Sick read.
So Daniel's objective to isolate the loose cannon doesn't work. 4 players are going to the flop.
4 players.
King 4 king.
That flop misses everyone, which means Ernest still has the best hand. Let's see if he can bet it. He does.
Leads out with 1,000.
He does bet it, but a 1/7 pot bet reeks of weakness and opens the door for any of these players to raise him.
Like Daniel does to 5,500. Doyle folds,
He's finally got 2 connectors.
as does Tony G.
You ain't got no king, do you?
You got kicker thing again?
You ain't got no king, do you? You got king?
What do you think I got? You had to think what my
Queen
two
jack.
cards are. Queen Jack?
Queen Jack.
Why would I raise with Queen
No,
Jack?
you're right. You're
crazies
Daniel
behind me?
Negreanu. You Daniel Negreanu. I would never have Queen Jack. I would probably have you more like a 5-7 suited.
5-7 suited. That's more like
That's
it.
more like it. But you probably king 4 suited right now. Well, it might got, I don't know, man. I think my kicker might get you though. How much?
Made it 55 total.
55 total.
You think you might hit your kicker because you got a king, right? Everybody know that.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Since everybody think that I'm a fold.
I thought you had a king for sure.
Nah, I had a king though.
I folded king 4, but I can't recall.
You hit
There
king
you
four?
go.
I think I may have.
That's a hand we probably want to see on TV right
Yeah,
there.
we'll see that one on TV.
Daniel senses weakness, strikes, and reaps the benefits.
The loose cannon gets steamrolled by Negreanu again. Can he pick it up? Find out when we come back. Welcome back to Las Vegas, home of the big game, where the loose cannon stack is beginning to slip. Right now, he's with Amanda Leatherman.
Ernest, you still have a bit of work to do out there.
Definitely, I found myself falling into a deep little hole right there, but not that deep though. Pretty average, I would say. So I do have work to do, but I'm quite confident I'm gonna do it.
Do you feel settled in yet? You getting along with everybody? Everything's going all right?
Yeah, I am actually though. It's feeling kind of great. Just ironic that it seems as though I'm doing a lot of heads up with Daniel. So I'm just trying to. I gotta watch out for that.
You showed Doyle your aces earlier.
Yeah, I did show Doyle my aces, and the reason why I did that is because I respect Doyle Brunson. Like he's one of my icons in poker. So Doyle and Dan, like, yeah, I will give him that. But honestly, probably I'm not showing no more hands today though.
Don't show any more hands and get out there and get them, okay?
Gotcha.
Thanks.
E-Dub's got to start stepping on the accelerator. We are more than a third of the way through the 150 hands to be played.
All right, y'all. Let's get back to the action.
She tell you to knock me out?
No, man, I had to tell her. Like,
You giving him strategy tips on how to beat me?
Small ball, baby.
Huh?
Small ball, baby.
yeah, it's like a lot of heads up hands. Yeah, that's all.
Your option to straddle, Tony G, if you'd like to.
Yeah.
I'm going to. As long as Phil and Tony do it, I'll do it all the time.
I think we're gonna lose Hellmuth this time.
Yeah, no,
That's my tell.
he did it once. He's proud of himself.
Yeah, he
He's
did pull it
good.
through. I saw him do it too. And he bluffed us too. He did the bluff
Yeah.
straddle, which was a tough move to pull. But I knew it was I saw the tell because he had cut it and put it back in the.
Tony G
reserve
straddles.
targeted.
Phil folds. Small pair for E-Dub. Limps in again.
Call 800.
And Negreanu's over the top again.
This time it's cheaper, notice.
Once again, Daniel trying to isolate the loose cannon.
Can't do it as Doyle calls. Laak folds. Tony G folds.
Man, there's a lot of money out there, baby. A lot of money out there.
Go and get you some.
E-Dub makes the call. 3 players off to the flop.
I had no heart, no nothing.
10 Jack tray.
Both Doyle and Daniel have flopped top pair, but it is a draw-heavy board. Both seem content to see another card.
In fact, all 3 will. And 3's the magic number on the turn.
The way the action's gone so far, Doyle's got to think his jack's good. He's going to bet, try to get some value out of top pair.
Bets 8,000.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me see what Daniel will do.
E-Dub folds. And let's see what Daniel does.
Daniel also probably thinks he has the best hand.
So he makes the call. The river card, a 9 of diamonds. Daniel pairs his kicker.
Now Daniel does have the best hand. Good spot for a value bet.
Doyle is checked on over to Daniel. How's a value bet of 12,000?
This is the biggest hand I've had.
Quick call.
Got Jack 9.
Tough river card for the legend. Doyle Brunson running very salty tonight.
I don't think I got anything else, do I? No.
You get 13 back, right?
Just can't seem to catch a break.
One there.
And Daniel Negreanu rakes in a pot of nearly $51,000.
Nice little game y'all got here.
Stay tuned, folks, while we conjure up our sarcasm statistic. Hope you're proud, Daniel. You've tilted the godfather of poker. You'll probably wake up tomorrow with a severed horse tournament in your bed.
You broke my heart, Daniel. I actually do a better Phil Hellmuth impression. I'll save that for later in the series. But the action does start on Phil. King 10 offsuit. Raises to 800.
I'm out of here.
Loose cannon
Oh,
folds.
he just made it 8?